Hi guys, Dane Sharp here with Channel C. We've just at the Channel C Awards, the first one here in Turkley, and it was our honour to have Katrina Burgoyne here today to sing, and she sang her new single, which was this Ghost. And please tell me about this song. I need to know everything. I need to know when you wrote it, what was the idea, where did it start, and was there a ghost?
Okay, if I tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, will you think I'm a crazy person?
I won't. Loud.
Okay, well, I had this fascination with the things of the unknown, and I do get a little bit scared at home when I'm all alone. My partner is actually a touring musician, so he's never home very often, so I have to go home asleep very lonely. And sometimes late at night you hear the creaks in the walls, or like something sort of you think is walking on the floor.
I hate that.
Or like a shadow.
It's not just girls that hear those things too, it's guys, but you're not allowed to say anything, so we'll cut that bit out.
Yeah. Well, all right, you see a shadow kind of cross a window, and like me home alone, I don't sleep with a baseball bat beside my bed, but it freaks me out. So I had this idea for this song, and I took it to Bill Chambers, who,
yes,
of course, is a talented writer and singer and
amazing,
everything. But he just kind of was saying these amazing lines, and I was sitting on the floor of his studio with goosebumps, and I felt that same sickness that I felt when I'm home alone, the fear of the night, you know?
Wow.
So I thought this must be pretty special. So, you know, we finished this song, and it was great. I took it to Nashville, and I wasn't quite settled with it yet. It just was still, it was haunting me, and I knew it wasn't finished. I know it sounds funny, you know, but I went and stayed. It was kind of perfect. We stayed at this amazing, this school. We boarded there for a week, and the night or two before I left Nashville, we were there, and I got this creepy feeling again, and I was really scared. I slept with the TV on most of the nights, and because there had been ghost sightings and stuff at this old school, and I just finished this. I finished the bridge, and from then it's just like this whole fear left me. It was just the most. I know it sounds like, you know, I'm not a spiritual person, but this spiritual kind of thing happened when I wrote this song. So it was really cool. It was creepy but cool. And I took it to, you know, when I did the video clip, I got Duncan Toombs to do it.
Sure.
You can check it out on YouTube, and it's available to check out over there. But, oh, it's just the coolest thing, and I'm so happy I got Duncan. Ghost actually made number 10 on the Country Music Channel. I'm very excited. Also, it peaked on number 16 of Top 30 Country Tracks, and charted across a lot of country music charts across Australia. So it's very, very exciting, and hopefully it's, well, you know, I hope people keep playing my songs, because it'd be pretty disappointing if that's as good as I get in my career.
No, I was about to ask that same question, is that, did you expect, I mean, I've known you for a few years, and you are a hard-working songwriter, and it's also about the song, and I do love that. Did you expect your first song to be released? I mean, no one expects that, but were you totally surprised at the reaction? You
know, it took me 3 months to actually chart, and I wasn't making any sales. It was really hard. At that stage I had 10,000 hits on YouTube for the video. The views actually went really great on YouTube, but I wasn't charting. I wasn't, you know, getting much airplay, and throughout this time it was the most heartbreaking time. I thought, oh my gosh, have I just made a mistake? Am I really not very good? Like, is that the answer to this? But then all of a sudden, someone gave me a go on one of their charts, and from then on, it sort of was like this. Yeah, and it was just really, really cool. But in saying that, it took a lot of work. It took a $1,100 phone bill calling up all the radio stations.
Wow.
Many hours of countless emails, recording people to little things like, hey, I'm Katrina, and this is my debut single, Ghost. You're listening to da-da-da. So, you know, it was a lot of work. But when it actually finally charted, I called my mum and go, oh my gosh, is this all you have to do to chart? But I had spent so many hours working on trying to get it to chart.
From writing the song all the way through to that moment when you're still ringing radio stations.
Yeah.
It doesn't end
Totally.
there, does it?
But, you know, I was so excited that it made number 10. I was just thrilled that it made the top 30, and I was hoping it would make top 20. You know, really lucky if it made top 20. So, I'm just so thrilled with
Fantastic.
the response. It's been great. And, you know, it's such a daring song to put out. It's not like your catchy, you know, kind of song. But I chose that song so people would either hate me or like me.
Oh.
It's one of those risky kind of songs. No, but they would remember my name because they don't like me. They go, oh, this Katrina girl, I hate her. So I thought that was a good thing.
Well, good on you for being so daring. That's great. You talked tonight, and it was a great performance tonight, and thank you so much for joining us here. But you said it's taken, I think it was around about 11 years. You've been writing all those songs for so long, and next year, I think it's March, you said you've got your album coming out. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, this is like the most exciting part. You know, so much anticipation. But finally, next month, January, my album starts pre-sale. So the album's called White Flag. Katrina Burgoyne is my name, and it's a collection of 11 songs. It's funny, 11's the lucky number, but it's a collection of 11 songs, and I don't like to settle for second best. I made sure that every single song was up to a high standard, and in my heart, as good as I could possibly make them. And I honestly feel with all my heart that this is a really, really good product.
Can I just ask, like the 11 years, did you think you were going to release it the next year, or did you kind of have a plan that would take, I guess, so long to get something out when you started writing them?
Well, I was 11 years old when I started writing songs. So of course at 11, you know, I'd make my own tapes and think they were really great and give them to family or send it to a record company or something stupid like. So people must just look at me and roll their eyes and go, oh yeah, I remember that girl from years ago. But as the time's gone on, my songs have gotten better. I've also worked out entering in songwriting competitions. I've really kind of strengthened my writing because you can get critiques from it and you can sort of see where you sit and, you know, so all that kind of works. But, you know, probably 3 years ago, I started writing a list of the songs that would make my album. A couple of years on,
fantastic.
There's hardly any of those songs that actually remain on that list. So the quality of my writing continues to get better, and I've actually already have 5 or 6 songs, like songs that I feel are really cool for my next album. So I'm always working for that next project or for the first project. But my album actually comes out March 10. It's White Flag. Again, I'll just keep, you know, wave the white flag. But I decided to call it White Flag because I was the girl, and this is sort of with my development, I was always the girl that lost in talent quests, and I was always the girl that had the frizzy hair at school, or I was always the girl who was always in the dumb classes at school. But there was just this little fire inside of me that made me want to keep pushing myself to get better. And so White Flag is basically a song for all those people who were always the underdogs, always losing and always, you know, not getting what they really worked hard for. But my belief is that if you keep working hard, eventually things will pay off, and hopefully your competitors or people that judge you or people that, you know, don't think that you have the potential will wave their white flag and surrender.
Ah, I love that. Don't worry, you're not the only one that was in those classes at school. Occasionally I was in those as well. So.
Yeah, I was always in those.
We talked about writing before, and I think you're a fantastic songwriter, and you have had some accolades there with the APRA Professional Development Award. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the APRA is actually the association that collects royalties and distributes it out to Australian songwriters and also to overseas songwriters. But they every 2 years they give out a grant. When I did it, the year that I did it was a $12,000 grant. And we got a great guitar and some really cool extras, awesome. All thrown into one. Right. We had online Berkeley support from Berkeley Music. I did a songwriter's course on there. And all these really cool things. Just being a passionate songwriter, it kind of made me discover who I was as a writer, for one, and who Katrina Burgoyne actually is as an artist. I spent the money on a trip to Nashville and to fund some of my album. Of course, $12,000 won't get you too far when you record an album, but yeah, the whole experience was amazing, and it's kind of been, it was the first thing, as I said, I'm always the underdog. It was the first thing that I had got that I was crying all day, just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this actually happened to me. This never happens to me. I'm so happy. It was the happiest day of my life, and hopefully there'll be more moments like that to come. That would be very wonderful.
I think so.
But yeah, it was just a great experience, and I learnt so much. I actually, my highlight of the Nashville trip was actually I did a week workshop with a songwriter called Daryl Scott. Have you heard of Daryl Scott before? Daryl is, he's written so many hits. If you Google him, just look at his list of hits, you'll know at least one of the songs. But he's just amazing, and he, you know, we went to the songwriting workshop, and I wanted people to tell me how to write a song and tell me the formula to writing a song, which I already knew the formula to writing a song, but I just wanted someone to tell it to me just one more time.
Yeah.
And I kind of got there and I go, oh, he's just sort of, he's not really, they're not really telling me how to write a song. They're kind of just talking about their feelings, and they're talking about this and about that, and in the end, it clicked. The last day I was in Nashville, it clicked and go, oh my gosh, this is what Daryl's been telling me. I get it now. And I went home, and that's when my songwriting just went to the next level, I think. It was Daryl Scott and Mary Gaucher were actually the songwriter teachers in the course, and I love Mary's stuff as well. She's fantastic. But just to have those guys tutor and really look up, really sort of point you in the right direction, really were, and I actually took Ghost to Daryl the day that I finished it, and I said, look, Daryl, I can't sleep at night. I can't sleep. This song is really, it's haunting me. Yeah. Can I just play it to you, and you can just point me in the direction of it, or what to do? And in the end, I just had 5 minutes spare, and I just played it, and it just fell out, and then it's just like the fear went. It was finished, and I knew it was finished. I just closed my book. I had a soundless sleep that night. Yep. But yeah, so songwriting is such an important thing, and I would suggest any up-and-coming songwriter to apply for the APRA PDA. They come up quite rare. They every 2 years, so it's the most amazing thing. I'm just so happy.
That's fantastic.
Thank you, APRA.
Yeah, look, I mean, there's an old saying that good luck is what's left over after hard work. I've seen the hard work you've put in. I've seen the hard work that people don't see. They see the stage. They don't see all the hours in between. I've seen that. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Very well deserved, and we look forward to a huge career from Katrina Burgoyne.
Thank you very much.
And we look forward to promoting you throughout Channel C. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at Tamworth.
And just remember to keep an eye out for White Flag. March 10, 2011, it comes out. So please keep an eye out for it. It is available on www.katrinaburgoyne, BURGOYNE.com.
Fantastic. Thanks, Katrina, and we'll see you at Tamworth.
Thank you, Dan.